women against the Prairie College Pilots. The starting seven were just announced on the floor. And the Great Plains SunDogs are going to get the serve as we start the match. Yesterday's results yesterday, Great Plains won in a 5-game set, 3-2. Ariella Freeman to serve. And Freeman to serve for Great Plains. And there's a point for Great Plains. Up 1-0 in first set. And a point by the Pilots. A serve for the Pilots is number 3, Kennedy Coates. Kennedy to serve. Free ball on both sides. Start the point on the rally for the Pilots and SunDogs. And Hurl with the kill. A set by Freeman. A point by the SunDogs. 2-1. Serving is Wall. And ball was hit wide by Beam. A point for SunDogs. Serving for SunDogs, number 11, Brielle Wall. And a kill by Rebecca Allen, giving the Pilots their second point, 2-3 in the first set. Serving for Pilots, number 11, Gabby Penner. Abby had a great game yesterday in that 5-set match. And error on the side of the Pilots. Point for SunDogs. Serving for SunDogs is Dykema. And that ball was hit long. Point for the Pilots, 3-4. Serving is Allen for the Pilots. The two players that we can watch today for the Pilots is Rebecca Allen and Abby Penner up in the net. Great play yesterday. We have a net violation on the SunDogs. We're all tied at 4. Allen to continue to serve here for the Pilots. And that's a service ace. They take the first lead, their first lead of the match, 5-4. Good rally going on here between the two teams. Good dig by Penner. And we have a kill by Beam, giving the Pilots their 6th point. Allen continuing to serve for the Pilots. And that's a service error. A point for the SunDogs. So serving is Carlin Pearl on number 8. Pearl to serve here. And there's 2 hits on the Pilots. We're all tied up, 6-6. Pearl ready to go. Service done. And that was 2 hits on Freeman. Serving is Van Gerp for the Pilots. And a nice little tip by Beam on the near side. In for a point for the Pilots. Van Gerp to continue to serve here. Lead 6 in the first set. Past to 5. And the kill at the net by SunDogs. Point. Prairie College. And that's a great kill by Watson. And a nice set by Freeman to cause that point for the SunDogs. And serving for the SunDogs, number 9, Keelan Carlson serve. Nice dig by Penner to save that from being a point. And there was error on the Pilot's side. Point for the SunDogs. Arnoldson still to serve. And a nice little kill by Kennedy Coates there to give the Pilots their 10th point on the first set. A server for the Prairie College women is number 16, Julia Bean. And Bean to serve. And Watson with the kill off the tip on the floor. 9th point, 9-10. The liberos coming in the game. Watson to serve for the SunDogs. And that's a kill by number 11, Wall. Again, we're all tied up. Again at 10. Watson to continue to serve there for Great Plains from Swift Current, Saskatchewan. And we have a service error. A server for the Prairie women is number 4, Ashara Schmidt. center aerial. Freeman put the point down for the SunDogs. Freeman to serve. Close match this morning. And that ball was out. Point by the Pilots. And serving is Coates for the Pilots. A nice dig there by Van Gerp. And we have a net violation on Great Plains. Prairie Point. Coach to continue to serve. And Rebecca Allen down, and timeout by Great Plains SunDogs. A timeout, Great Plains. The second game of the day will be the Prairie men versus the Great Plains SunDog men. Results from last night's contest, the Prairie men won 3-0 in convincing fashion. That was their second win on the season in Pack Sport Volleyball. So they'll be coming up shortly around 1 p.m. And we should have a good match today. And we now have the timeout is done. Watson is continuing to serve. She served 3 points in a row here. A nice deep serve. And we have 2 hits there by Great Plains. Kennedy Coates to serve the 4th point in a row. 15-11. And that is also a point too. Seems like that their momentum is going the Pilots' way right now. The SunDogs seem to be making small mental errors. And there's a point for SunDogs to bring it back to 12-16, down by 4 in the second set. The first set. Wall to serve. That was a great serve. That's a service ace by Wall. And that's a service ace also. That's 2 in a row by Brielle Wall. Bringing in a little bit closer in this first set, 14-16. And that's her 3rd service ace in a row. We're going to have a timeout for the Prairie College Pilots. A timeout at Prairie College. So So if you want to check out the results on Hack Volleyball and especially Prairie College, just go on to packsport.ca and check out the schedule link in there. And, so we know that volleyball is a one-term sport in Pack Sport. Second semester is futsal and basketball. Wall to continue to serve for the SunDogs. And we got 15-16. Wall to serve. And that's 2 hits too. I think that's a regular call today by the up official. He's seen something there that's not a technique. Wall to serve. And that's the kill by number 11, Gabby Penner. She did that also yesterday too with regularity. Number 11, Penner to serve. And there's a point for the SunDogs. We're all tied up again at 17 in the first set, best of 5. A serving is number 10. Did I come up? And we have a net violation on the SunDogs up on top. Serving is number 13, Rebecca Allen. And our Rebecca Allen is back there to serve for the Pilots. And point Pilots. And that is a service ace by number 8, Carlin Hurl. She is serving for the SunDogs, 1918, and a service error at the net. Van Gerp to serve for the Pilots. And that's all service error too. Point goes back to the SunDogs. Number 9, Carlson to serve. And that's a service ace. They've had a few of those today. I believe we're up to 6 service aces for the SunDogs. And we have the Pilots over the line. And we have 2 hits on that side. We got 23-19 for Great Plains. And that is a kill by Gabby Penner. Trying to claw back here. A beam to serve. And beam to serve here for the Pilots. Trying to get themselves back into this first set game. Down by 3. And a kill into the net. We got 24-20, a potential point, set point. Watson to serve. Nice save there by the Pilots. Deep set in the back. And Gabby Penner with the kill for a point, bringing up to 21-24. Nice set by Van Gerp. Serving is Schmidt. And that ball went over, landed in the court, point for the Prairie College Pilots. Schmidt is to continue to serve. And that ball is out. And that is the first set done. Great Plains SunDogs 25, Prairie College Pilots 22. Prairie College Athletics is sponsored by Peter's Pharmacy in downtown Twin Hills. We appreciate the support that the Tiong family gives to our institution. Please visit Peter's Pharmacy on Main Street for all your pharmacy needs. Also, we'd like to acknowledge Twin Hills Radio, Dan Calloway, and his staff for doing a great job for us on the Twin Hills Radio, and to post stuff on our Prairie College Pilots Facebook page. Please look for results on the Prairie College Facebook page after each day of both men and women. And also we're going to include some pictures on there by Nydia, a good brand. She's posting some amazing pictures of our matches today. First set goes to the SunDogs. The men are up at around 1 p.m. hoping to conclude the weekend on a sweep of 2-0. SunDogs trying to come back to tie the series of 1-1 to have a great trip back to Swift Current. We appreciate the SunDogs coming down to Prairie College for this match, this patch sport event. Second set is going to get set there in about 15 seconds. Teams are back on the floor. And to serve is Prairie College. A Serving for Prairie Pilots is number 3, Coates. Coates the serve. They're down 1-0 and best of 5. And that is a service ace by the Prairie Pilot women. And we have an error on the net. It's 2-0 for the Pilots to start the second set. And it's a service error. Point Great Plains. Coming to serve for the SunDogs is number 9, Arneson. And 4 hits on the Pilot side to bring the score to 2-2. Great block of the net by the Pilots to continue the rally. And we got 2 hits on the floor for the Prairie women. Side out point. Point for SunDogs. And that ball is hit long. Another point for SunDogs, 4-2. Keelan Arnoldson to continue to serve for Great Plains. And a hidden error there by number 4, Schmidt. Four points in a row, served by Arnoldson here. Nice dig by the libero. And a kill by the SunDogs. Next home action for the Prairie College Pilots will be on November 18th and 19th. Briarcrest College is coming in from Caronport, Saskatchewan. And another point inside there, a kill by number 11, Wall. A great set by Freeman. Had to set that one up. Arnoldson is on point number 6 here in the serve. And that is another point for the SunDogs. Carlson to continue to serve for SunDogs. A great point streak here for the SunDogs. Great dig to save the rally for the Pilots. And Carlson from the back row for a kill, for a point, and she's back to serve. And we got a timeout, Prairie College Pilot women. Timeout, Prairie College. The volleyball match is the best of 5s. The first 4 games go to 25 points. If it's tied after that, you have to win by 2. The 5th match is 2:15. Again, you have to win by 2. And the best of 5. In the old days, it was a long adventure. Points have to be earned. Not today. Each error turns into a point to bring the game up a little bit in time-wise. And that is a kill by Watson. Freeman did a short set to cause that kill by Watson for a point. Carlson's on the roll, serving here. And again, we have 2 hits on the Prairie Pilots. 11-2, Great Plains taking control of this second game of the 5-game match. And Gabby Penner kills the ball to give them the 3rd point. And she's at the line to serve. Number 11, Gabby Penner to serve. And that ball is hit long, a point for the Prairie Pilots. Coach talking to the SunDogs. And Schmidt hit that into the net. Their 12th point. A server for SunDogs at number 4, Watson. And Watson serve. Let's see if we can have a side out here by the women. No. We've got a 13th point. Watson to continue to serve here in this second set. A good dig on the rally here by SunDogs to get the rally going. And we'll kill by number 5, Van Gerp. A side out for their 5th point. A Schmidt to serve for the Pilots. The Pilots are wearing their blues today. The SunDogs are wearing their black and yellow. A nice kill by number 11, Wall. Freeman to serve for Great Plains. Nice dig by Penner. Schmidt over the ball. Ball's in play. Off the tip by number 11. And that causes a point for the SunDogs. Freeman is serving 15-5. you can join us on the Prairie Pilot YouTube channel for this volleyball matchup today. This second set is being dominated by SunDogs. We're up 16-5. A great serve by Freeman. Saved by Schmidt. The ball is up. And we have a hit long by Wall. And a side out for the Pilots. A server for the Pilots is number 16, B. Right to the back row. And that ball is hit wide by Hurl. Point by the Pilots. 7-16, trying to make some inroads in this second set. And that was a kill by Rebecca Allen for their 8th point. Stay tuned at 1 p.m. for the men's game. Dan Calloway is going to come and do some play-by-play in his normal role. Being the serve. Great save down there by number 11 Wall. Off the kill by Schmidt. And a rally going on here. And that ball is hit at the net. Nice attempt. 4 hits on the SunDogs side. Beam is still continuing to serve. A Beam to serve for the Pilots. 9-7. Trying to get back into this match. Yesterday it was 3-2 for SunDogs. And that was a kill by number 13, Rebecca Allen. And we have a timeout, Great Plains. Timeout, Great Plains, SunDogs. Prairie men, as mentioned, they're coming up at 1 p.m. Joliet Young's men are led by Luke Captain, their captain of the team. There's six-header Ben Moncher. A great combination between the two. Looking forward to play-by-play. Dan Calloway of that Prairie men. This is the Great Plains SunDogs from Swift Current. Just stay on this channel for that match coming up at 1 p.m. Dan Calloway from the Three Hills Radio will be doing play-by-play on the Prairie College YouTube channel. Beam to continue to serve for the Prairie women. Long serve, that's out, side out for 17th point. He wrote that one up according to the coach. Well done. Serving is Wall. That ball is hit long by Carlson, side out. Prairie's 11th point. To serve is Van Gerp. And SunDogs are at the net. That That is a violation. Vanguard to continue to serve. Looking for their 13th point on this second set. Freeman puts it over the net. A free ball. Gabby Penner was set by Bean for a point for Prairie College. Early morning here. Coming to quarter to 12 on Saturday. And that ball is a service ace by Van Gerp. Prairie College is coming back on the second set. Van Gerp to continue to serve. And that's a service error. Side out, 18th point. Great Plains. Serving is number 10, Dykema. And a good block in the net by number 4 and number 9 to cause that point for the SunDogs. That ball is hit long. That's a service error. Side out. A server for the Pilots, number 13, Allen. Deep serve at the back line. We got a net violation on the Pilots, side out. To 2015. Pearl will serve. Schmidt with a kill from Beam, assisted by Beam. Good little setup play for the points. Side out. 16, Coates to serve. Coates to serve. And now the service ace by Kennedy Coates. And that ball is hit on the short side of the court. Signaled by the linesman. Out. Coach to continue to serve. And that kill is by number 4, Watson. Side out for the SunDogs. 21 points. Arnoldson to serve. Carlson served 7 points in a row earlier on in the match. And then Schmidt with a little dump kill for a point on the far sideline. Number 11, Penner to serve. Free ball. And there's a kill by number 11, Wall. A tip off, side out for the SunDogs. A 22-19. A server for the SunDogs is number 4, Watson. They're up by 3. 3 points to a set win at 25. And aired set and kill by the Pilots. We've got a timeout, Prairie. Timeout, Prairie. It's 23-19 for Great Plains SunDogs. Prairie College after the Annex. Tended by David Petrozzillo. His volleyball teams are in Pac Sport Conference. Prairie College is in the ACAC exhibition season for their cross-country indoor track and futsal program, women and men, to join the league in the 2021 season. Right now we're having volleyball, Pac Sport, a Watson serve, and hit the net by Van Gerp, the 24th point, a potential set point for the SunDogs. Long serve to the back row. And Penner put it over net, but it went out. The 25th point, 25-19 for the SunDogs. Take a 2 games to 0 in the best of 5. Next week, the men's basketball program is heading down south side to play some exhibition against NC2A schools to continue their preparation for a potential bid to the Alberta Colleges Athletic Conference. The Prairie College has just hired a women's coach, so it should be Crystal will be busy to recruit some athletes for her squad for preparation for next season. And then that application will also go into for the 2021-22 season in the Alberta Colleges Athletic Conference, ACAC, put them into the South Division to even up the divisions. We just got word that there will be no libero for Prairie College for this 3rd game. The SunDogs are up by 2-0 in the best of 5. Yesterday evening, they won 3-2. Hopefully that the Prairie women will come back in this match and have the same match total, but hopefully with a win. We got a quick sub there. Serve for Great Plains is number 8, Carlin Hurl. Hurl to serve. And that is a service error, side out, Prairie College Pilots. Coach to serve for the Pilots. And that ball is hit out. Point by Prairie. And that's pointing into the net. That's a side out. Serving is number 9, Carlson. Rebecca Allen with a kill for a point at 3-1. If you wonder where Dan Alloway is this morning, he's currently some personal stuff he has to do today, but I'm glad that I could replace him today. And that is a kill by number 11, Abrea Wall. My name is Emil Corvella. I'm the Game Day and Sports Information Coordinator here at Prairie College from my first season. Taylor Watson with the serve. Schmidt with a kill in the back row. And we got a net violation on the SunDogs. Allen to a continued serve for the Pilots. And that was a net violation on the Pilot women. A side out point. Serving is Freeman. A rally going on. Nice kill by number 11 Wall. With a set by number 5, Freeman. Freeman is at the line to serve. We're all tied up at 4 apiece. Third set. Great serve by Freeman. That's a service ace. And ball hit at the net by number 6. Ruther. That ball is hit long, side out for the Pilots, their 5th point. 5 looking down in 6. A serving is Van Gert. And that's a service error. Side out for the SunDogs. 7-5. Serving is Wall. And the ball is hitting into the net. A point by Great Plains, 8-5. Third set. Girls in yellow and black. And Cherish Schmidt with a kill at the net for a point. Side out. A server for the Pilots, number 6, Cindy Ruther. And that ball is hit long. Side out point, the 9th point. Serving is number 10, Adikama. Nice dig in the back row off a hit by Penner, and results in a side out point for the Pilots. Charles Smith to serve for Prairie. We have 2 hits on the Prairie side out points. Hurl to serve for SunDogs. Hurl serving. Free ball. And a great block in front by Allen and by Penner for side out. Coach to serve. 8-10. Third set. Best of 5. And 4 hits on SunDog side. Coach to serve for the Pilots. Prairie College trying to get back into this match. They're down 2-0. That was a kill by Carnelson. A side out. 11th point for SunDogs. Carnelson to serve. Excellent. Van Group with the kill for a point. Side out. 10th point. Number 11, Gabby Penner to serve. Gabby Penner, one of the highlight players on the Prairie Pilots team. Great dig by Coates. Penner hits the ball over. And that will be a kill by Allen off the tip and sideline. We're all tied up at 11. Penner continuing to serve. We have 2 hits here too by SunDogs. I believe this is the Pilots' first lead on third set, 12-11. And under the line, side out point, 12 apiece. A Watson to serve. Short serve to the front line. We got a net violation on the number 13 Allen. Watson serving. Great Plains have their lead back. 13-12. Set by number 5. Kill by 11. And there was a touch on the kill by Wall. Point for the SunDogs. 14-12. Service. And that ball is hit long by Allen. Point by SunDogs. 15-12. Nice save by Carlson to continue the rally for SunDogs. And that ball is hit long. Side out point at Prairie College Pilots. Allen to serve for Prairie College. And just a tip by Wall to cause a side out point for SunDogs. Serving for SunDogs at number 5, Freeman. And Schmidt with the kill from Coates. A side out point, 14-16. Van Gerp to serve. And Van Gerp in her blues. Service. Great save by SunDogs. 2 hits. A point. 15-16, trying to rally back from a 2-0 set. And that ball is hit from the back row, a side out point. A serve for Great Plains is Brielle Wall. And Schmidt with the kill for side out point. 16 looking down to 17. A Ruther to serve. A Ruther to serve. The men's game is coming up after this match. Dan Calloway and his play-by-play on YouTube, Prairie Pilots. Ruther is continuing to serve, tied up at 17. Carlson with the kill, a block in front there. Good dig. And we have 2 hits by the SunDogs. The Pilots have a lead, 18-17. Ruther to serve. And a long kill, side out point, all tied up at 18. Dyke coming to serve. And that's a service error. Side out point for Pilots. A Schmidt to serve. And Watson with the kill. A side out point. To 2019 to 2018. Carlson with the kill. We have a Prairie Pilot at the net. Point. Coming into the contest for the Prairie women is number 10, Gianna Esau, replacing number 13. Number 8 is still serving here for SunDogs. Coates with the hits. We have 2 hits on the SunDog. Side out point. Coates to serve. Watson with the kill. A side out point. 22-20. Carlson to serve. And that hit is long. A side out. A Prairie. 21-22. Number 11, Gabby Penner to serve for the Pilots. Ball hit off the net, top the net. And kill by Wall. Another kill by Wall. A side out. 23-21. Watson to serve. Gabby Penner just gets it over the net. And Wall with the kill for their 24th point. A potential game point. Up. Coming back in the game is the number 13, Rebecca Allen, replacing number 10. And Watson to serve to potentially gain points. And that ball is in a service ace. And the SunDogs win 25-21. 3-0 on the best of 5. Stay tuned for the men's game coming up in 20 minutes. Dan Calloway is going to come and do play-by-play on YouTube channel. Great playing SunDogs men are coming to play. So the Great Plains SunDogs will win and complete the sweep. They won 3-2 last night and 3-0 today. And we'll be back for Dan's play-by-play in about 20 to 25 minutes.